This is part 1 of a new chapter called Applications of Trigonometry. So whatever we have learned in the first chapter of trigonometry, those have to be applied, and these are used for finding the heights and distances of structures. Height of a tower, height of a hill, how far is the ship away, all these things can be done with applications of trigonometry. So in this, first we should know some basic things. So what is the line of sight? Line of sight means it is the line which is there between the eyes of an observer and an object. So whenever he sees it in a straight line. That is the line of sight. Second comes an angle of elevation. Elevation means height. So whenever an observer is below and an object is at a height, so he puts up his head and looks at that object. So the angle which he makes with the horizontal is called the angle of elevation. Similarly, when a person is standing on some raised platform or a raised hill or a tower or a building and he sees some object down, so he has to put his head down so that his eyes will be focused on that object. So because he is looking down, that angle which is formed between his horizontal and the angle of the object, that will be known as the angle of diffraction. Now numerically, if you see, the angle of elevation is equal to the angle of diffraction. So this is a small diagram. A person is here. Now he is standing on the ground. Suppose he is looking something at a point. This is an object A. So this line is called the line of sight, this line. Whereas this angle, it is called the angle of elevation. Now in case the person is standing on the top, he is standing here, and then this is his horizontal this thing. Now if you want to see an object here, he will be that time seeing this angle. Now this angle then is called the angle of depression. So these are the two things which we should know. Then when we want to find heights and distances, so how to use them? For example, if the opposite side, now remember we are only talking of right angle triangles. When the opposite side and the angle are given and we have to find the adjacent side, we have to use tan theta. When the adjacent side and the angle is given and when the opposite side is used, still you can use tan theta. Now when the hypotenuse and the angle is given and you have been asked to find the opposite side, that time you have to use sin theta. And when the hypotenuse and the angle is given and when you have to find the adjacent side, you have to use cos theta. Now all this is based on the trigonometric ratios which we have studied in the first chapter called Introduction to Trigonometry. Now because we want to find the values of heights and distances, we should be knowing the different values of the angles. So the angles which are generally used are 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now since there are 6 different types of angles, sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So we should be knowing these values. For example, sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 upon root 2, sine 60 is root 3 upon 2 and sine 90 is 1. Now this is a table having 30 values. So what you have to do is you just write down the first one. First line you have to memorize. Then if this is 1, this will come 1. If this is root 3 upon 2, this will come. This just like cross multiplication. If this is 1 upon 2, this will be 1 upon 2, and this center is 1 upon root 2, means this is 1 upon root 2. And then if this is 0, the last will come 0. Then if it is tan is can always be found by sine upon cos. So 0 upon 1 means 0, 1 upon 2 upon root 3 upon 2 means we will get 1 upon root 3, 1 upon root 2 upon 1 upon root 2 you will get 1. Similarly here you will get 3, and this is not defined because it is 1 upon 0. So similarly you can find all the 30 values. Now we will be going for some sums on applications of trigonometry. So this is a first a very simple sum. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. You have to find the height of the tower. So this is the tower. So we will just start doing this sum. Diagram is already drawn. Let AB be the tower, and because we don't know its height, let its height be h meters. Let its heights be h meters. Okay. Now it is told that 30 meters away means BC. So that is given, the distance is given 30 meters. Now the angle of elevation means angle C is 30 degrees. This is the angle of elevation. Okay, so all these things are there. Now what we want to find is tan. Now angle is given, adjacent side is given, we want to find AB. So what we will do is, we will say in triangle ABC, I will say tan theta or tan C. Theta is C here, but we can just say tan C is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite upon adjacent. So it is nothing but the angle is given as tan 30 degrees. So tan 30 is equal to AB, we don't know, but this we know as 30. So the value of tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3 is h upon 30. Therefore h we can say is 30 upon root 3. Now this 30 we can write as root 3 into root 3 into 10 upon root 3. So this is 10 root 3 meters. Now in some of the cases they tell us to take the value of root 3 as 1.73. So if they have given, we can easily do, just replace root 3 as 1.73. So you will be getting the answers in. So this is 17.3 is the height of the tower. So this is how things have to be done. Now the second one, a circus artist is climbing a 20 meters long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. We have to find the height of the pole if the angle by the rope with the ground is say. So remember, this is the rope and this is the pole. So what we have to find? We have to find the height of the pole. So we will say let AB be the pole and let the height of the pole be h. Now the angle given to us is 30 degrees and the length of the rope is nothing but the hypotenuse. So length of the rope is given to us as 20 meters. Now what do we have to find? We have to find the height. Now please see, we have been given angle and we have been given the hypotenuse. We have been asked the pole, so that is the opposite side. So that was the small table which we had given. So here what you will do is, you can put sine C is equal to AB upon AC, that is opposite side upon hypotenuse. So this is sine 30 is equal to AB upon 20. Okay, AB upon 20. So the value of sine C is 1 upon 2 sine 30. So 1 upon 20, 1 upon 2 is AB upon 20. Therefore AB is 20 upon 2 means 10 meters. So depending on what has been asked and what has been given, we have to take accordingly sine, cos or tan. Even if we do these three things, so we can get the answer. So this 10 meters is the height of the pole. Height of the pole. So we go for the next sum. So this is a person standing on the bank of a river observes that the angle subtended by a tree on the opposite bank is 60 degrees when he goes 20 meters away. So first he was standing here then he goes back 20 meters. So now the angle has changed from 60 to 30, and this we can call is the tree. So we have to find the height of the tree and the breadth of the river. Remember, this x means it is nothing but the river. So we have to find x and we have to find h. So how to do this sum? So let BC be the tree and let the height of the tree be h. Now first we'll take in triangle ABC. ABC, I will say tan 60 is equal to the opposite side upon the adjacent side. So what is opposite side? It is BC upon AB. So tan 60 means it is root 3 is equal to BC upon AB, or I can even replace this part h upon x. What is x? Let x be the width of the river. Let x be the width of the river. So okay, now next is I will take a bigger triangle in triangle ABD. Now the angle here is 30 degrees. So similarly, if I put tan 30, it will be same BC upon, now this will be x plus 20 because x is the original width of the river and the man is going 20 meters away. So the value of tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is equal to, this is h and this is x plus 20. So here what we are getting, if we transpose, we are getting x is equal to h is equal to x plus 20 upon root 3. So now this is h is equal to root 3x. So if you take this 1 and 2, now remember both are h, so we can equate. So we will write from 1 and 2, we can say root 3x is equal to x plus 20 upon root 3. So on cross multiplying, root 3 into root 3 is 3x. So 3x is equal to x plus 20, 2x is equal to 20. So x is equal to 10 meters. So the height of the tree is 10 meters. Now we want x, the width of the river is 10 meters. Now we want the height of the tree also. So what is height of the tree? So h is equal to root 3 into 10. So root 3 value I will take as 1.73 into 10. So it is 17.3 meter. So my final answer will be like this. The tree height is 17.3 meters and the river width is 10 meters. So this is all what we are doing. Now we come to another sum, the fourth sum. Just see this. A tree 12 meters high is broken by the wind in such a way that its top touches the ground. So due to heavy wind, the tree gets broken in the middle and when it falls down, it makes an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. Now the question is what height? So this is the original tree of which it is getting cut over here and it is falling down, and this angle which is mixed with the ground is 60 degrees. So we have to find this. So we will say so let AB be the tree of height 12 meters. Okay, now let the tree be broken at x meters from the ground. Let the tree be broken at x meters from the ground. Okay, so now we will take let AC is equal to x. Therefore point AB na? Yeah. So therefore we can say BC is the part which is getting broken down and it is equal to CO, and this is nothing but it is 12 minus x, because the remaining part is 12 minus x. Now angle AOC, so we will take first in triangle AOC, we can get sine 60, because the angle given is 60, is AC upon OC. So what is sine 60? The value is root 3 upon 2, and AC we have taken as x and OC we have taken as 12 minus x. So if we just cross multiply, we are getting 12 root 3 minus root 3x is equal to 2x. So 12 root 3 we can take common, 12 root 3 12 root 3 will keep this side, and we will transpose this root 3x plus 2x to the other side. Now in this what will happen is, this becomes 12 root 3 x I can take common, so this becomes root 3 plus 2. So therefore now if we transpose, this becomes 12 root 3 upon root 3 plus 2 is the what we say x. So if we want to rationalize this, so we can just rationalize this 12 into root 3 into 2 minus root 3, this is 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. So this will be nothing, we are getting 24 root 3 minus 36. If we replace the value of root 3 as 1.74, we are getting 5.57 meters. So we can say therefore the tree is broken at a height of 5.57 meters. 5.57 meters. Thank you.